Hey guys, I just wanted to come on here for a minute and talk about the tire rub issue that I know a few people are experiencing with the GOAT bikes. Just wanted to mention that I personally don't think it's a really big deal. I think it's just something that we can adjust to make it fit. There is not a lot of clearance there, for sure. Not like a lot of the other e-bikes that I have, but there is a good amount there. There's 3/16 of an inch or so, I guess I would estimate, on either side. I don't know if you can see that. This was the best camera angle I could get there. I know that it's hard to see, but anyway, I just wanted to just explain it a little bit more. When you bolt on the tire down at the hub, down here where everything is tightened down, you still have to account for what's going on up here, where the rubbing would occur, and that's a long way away from down here where we would do our adjustment. So just wanted to use this example. I've got a little puzzle that I grabbed. I didn't have much at home that I could use it for many years. I worked in the precision manufacturing industry, CNC machine tools. I sold CNC machine tools to a lot of manufacturers that did high tolerance precision machining. This is the best that I could find around the house. It's just a little kind of a puzzle. It's like a golf ball. It's a brass golf ball that you take apart and put back together. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that the fit on these, they're all manufactured so that it's a really close tolerance fit. The only way this puzzle is going to go together is if everything is in the exact right spot, and you can't put anything in the wrong order. So it doesn't leave you a lot of room for error on anything. It just sort of is what it is. It just is made that way, and it's a tight fit, and everything goes together as it should. Just an example, but down here now below on our tire, it's not that way at all. It's not a precision machine fit, and there is some room for leeway when you put something like this together. So you've got to just put special attention on putting it together so that you do get it centered way up here when you're tightening down here. So I would suggest, kind of like when you put on a tire on a car with all the 5 or 6 lug nuts patterns, you always do it opposite one to the other and kind of go around. Or maybe a better example is like up here when we put on the handlebars, and we would go across, tighten up one, go across to the other, tighten that one up a little, tighten this one up, and then go across from there, and just kind of keep going back and forth so that you get uniform tightening as you're putting it together. And so I would recommend the same thing on the tire down here, where I would just maybe get it on the lift, put it between your legs and your knees a little bit, hold it straight, not like it is now when it's on the kickstand. Get it up straight, and then do your adjustments one side to the other, and then back again. Start on one side, tighten a little on the other side, tighten a little back here. Keep adjusting at the top, keep looking at the top here where it is on the fork, and then as you get to the end, tightening it down, you should be good. You just have to kind of keep your eye on what's going on up here as you're tightening down here. And like we said, Bryson had mentioned putting the washer onto the inside. Take one from the outside here and move it to the inside, or use one of your own, but just make sure you get one on the inside, which will in effect move everything over just a little, just to gain some clearance up at the top here. Then what that's going to do is it's going to change the way the rotor is affected by the caliper. And so what you need to do then for the caliper is do your normal caliper adjustment, where you take the top one and the bottom one off, and then you clamp the brake up top and hold it while it clamps and centers on the rotor, and then tighten these down. And then you're probably still going to have a little bit of scraping, a little bit of rubbing. What you need to do is do some fine-tuning adjustments. So what I would recommend is to just barely loosen one of them, either the top or the bottom, and leave the other one snug. And then grab the caliper with your hand, and of course you got to be careful of the spinning wheel, and then turn it either this way or that way while the other side is being held, and then just kind of, it'll take some muscle, and then listen and see if your pinging goes away that way. And if it does, quickly tighten it down the rest of the way. Get it nice and firm, solid hold, and then go on and loosen this one up the other side just barely, just enough to lose grip on it, but not a full loosen. Just barely loosen it, and then do the same. Twist it one way or try twisting it the other way until you get the ringing sound completely out of there. And it does take a little bit of hand muscle to kind of twist it back and forth that way. But if you do kind of a fine-tune adjustment after your normal adjustment, then that should take away the ping on the rotor. So it's just a little bit more of a fine-tuned fit on the tire as well as the caliper and the brake rotor. So give that a try, and I hope that helps somebody.